Hey everyone, Adam here. I am back with another reaction for the channel. This is a brand new artist again for the channel. Never heard of them before. This is Marcin Patrzalek. Again, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, please do let me know in the comments down below. I might just call him Marcin from now on. But I'm reacting to him covering Paganini's Caprice number 24 on one guitar. Now again, I know nothing about this. I don't even know the original music, to be honest. So I'm just excited to hear this. So here we go. This is Marcin and his cover of Paganini's Caprice number 24 on guitar. Let's do this. Holy shit! Wow. 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 Stunning. Let's go. Super talented. Wow. All right, let's leave that there. I mean, that is just talent. Through and through talent. What he's able to do with one guitar, which I know is obviously in the name there, but still, like, what he's able to capture, all of that composition on that guitar is honestly, like, world-class skill. That was incredible to watch. Wow. I think one of the biggest things and most obvious things to point out is that, you know, he's clearly been playing guitar for years. He understands that instrument inside out and back to front. He knows how to get every type of sound out of it. And I love the way that you saw that with the way that he was positioning the guitar, the way that he was moving the guitar around once he played a chord and like was getting all these different sounds out of it, right? I mean, not only the strings, but like, you know, like slapping the bottom of the guitar as well, giving that little bit of that drum kick to it as well, that percussion in the sound. Just the way that he was plucking the strings in certain parts was just beautiful. Honestly, he is a master of playing guitar. He knows that instrument inside out and back to front. He's clearly been playing from a young age, and that is just incredible to watch. Like how well he knows that instrument. What I loved what he did was when he plucked emotion out of that guitar, and he did that so beautifully sometimes just with one note, or like just hitting one string, or sometimes it was like a collection of 3 notes together, but he allowed those notes to breathe. And again, I know he's covering this original piece, but I just thought this was phenomenal. Like the way that, you know, with a guitar, he just captured so much emotion just by plucking that strings. It reminded me kind of like a Spanish guitar in places. That's how it sounded, but as well, very Tarantino vibes. Like this is the type of music that he uses in his, you know, in his films. And I think it's just that Spanish guitar sound that really reminded me of that. But also Tarantino tends to go for those pieces of music that do have those kind of singular notes and like they're prolonged for a little bit before then they come in with like more music afterwards or before. And this reminded me of that a lot, where when he would pluck the guitar strings and it would just, that sound could just breathe. And like the way he kind of just stopped, or like he moved the guitar a little bit around to make that kind of soundscape, was just wonderful. I'm a big fan of Tarantino, and the soundtracks that he uses are always incredible. So whenever I hear that type of music, I'm like, there it is. It's that kind of Western sounding music, and it is very much leaning into that Spanish guitar sound, but just wonderful. I love that. And I love that the journey he took us on with this, you know, like when the song started or the piece started, it was like a slap in the face of talent, of sound, just everything was going on. And he was playing at the speed of light. You're like slapping the bottom of the guitar, like we were everywhere notes-wise, and you were like, whoa, okay, like we're throwing straight into this, but I'm here. This is technically amazing. Let's go. And that's a great way to start this off, because, you know, normally performances like this start like kind of more mellow and then kind of build up to something really explosive, and then everything goes kind of crazy with talent-wise. But, and again, I know that he's covering this piece, right, the Caprice number 24, but it was just phenomenal to see that, you know, just straight in there. And I love his physicality in this performance, right? You can tell, again, like, you know, when you watch kind of people playing piano or anyone that plays an instrument, you know, people are never just sitting there static. They're in the music. You know, when you see people playing the piano and they're kind of like leaning forward and moving around the piano. And this is, you know, no exception here. You see guitarists when they play live on stage and they're moving around and they can feel that music. And that's exactly the same here, the way that he was kind of like bending right down, bending his knees, kind of going near the floor and everything coming up, kind of leaning over with the guitar. That is just the true definition of a musician. Somebody who understands music, understands how that sound takes over you. You know, just, he obviously isn't thinking, right, I've got to go down here at this point, come back up. Those are just his natural reactions to playing music. That is a musician right there. Somebody that feels that music, it kind of takes over their body, really. And you get the best performance out of them from that. It's just beautiful to watch. I think what I'll have to do is look into what the meaning and kind of mood is of this piece of music, because emotionally it was everywhere. You know, it was kind of frantic at the beginning, then it kind of started to slow down. We had those beautiful sections I spoke about earlier when just singular notes and the energy just kind of slowed down. The music was allowed to breathe. It was beautiful, really emotive, kind of built up to those faster sections later on. It was just wonderful. It was all over emotionally, but I loved that. And I was hooked immediately because of his talent, his skill, how fast he's able to play, and how he's able to play that guitar so well. I mean, that in itself, just watching him play that guitar is fantastic. But that music and that emotion, that passion that comes out of him playing is just chef's kiss. But what did you think of Marcin covering Paganini's Caprice number 24 on guitar? You know what to do by now. Please leave me comments down below with your thoughts, and if you have any other suggestions by this incredible guitarist, please leave those down below as well. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please come and subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and make sure you hit that bell icon as well. It's the fastest way to get new notifications when a brand new video like this drops. If you do want to jump in and help support the channel on Patreon, that would be incredible. Thank you so much. The link and details for that are just down below. We do have a few little exclusive goodies in there. For example, I do a monthly check-in every single month with my Patreon subscribers, as well as a few little exclusive goodies you can only see in there. So if you do want to jump in and help support the channel, that would be incredible. Thank you so much. The link and details for that are just down below. So I hope you enjoyed this just like I did. This was phenomenal. And yeah, I really need to read up more on this piece and to check out more music by him because wow, what a talent. Until next time, take care.